guys, Baloney Kitten here, and today I'm reviewing another Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I'm going to split this into two videos like I did with the zombie deck. So I'm going to do 20 cards today and 20 cards, next video. So this time I'm reviewing not a structure deck, but a deck I made myself. And this deck isn't very well built. It's a Dark Magician deck, and I didn't have many of the cards to make a proper one. So I just slammed a lot of Dark Magician related cards together, a few spell cards, and just spellcasters. And yeah, I got this deck. So first up, I've got 3 Dark Magicians. This is the one with this style. I've got 2 of the other style. I've also got a limited edition one I got from the Legendary Collection. Remember the Egyptian gods and stuff. So yeah, Dark Magician is very useful in this deck with the Dark Magic attack and 1,000 knives. So that's why I got 3 of them, but I need to really improve my deck more. So yeah, those are the main monsters I want to get out. And so next we're moving on to so I'm starting off with the normal monsters, which were the Dark Magicians, and now these. Giant Stone Soldier, an iconic card from Yu-Gi-Oh! Used as mainly a punch bag, just to defend yourself. So yeah, quite a good card. I just have him here to stall out the Dark Magician. And Lajin, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp, another good card. I've got the Mystic Lamp in this Magic Lamp. Which one do I have? I've got Lajin here. It's also a spellcaster and very high attack points for a level 4. So this is also to stall out for the Dark Magician. Next we go to effect monsters. I've got Summoner Monk. His effect level 4, his effect reads, this card cannot be tributed. When this card is normal flip summoned, change this card to defense position. Once per turn, you can discard 1 spell, special summon 1 level 4 from your deck. It cannot attack. The thing with this deck is I'm not using that to tribute with. And since I have so many spells, like look at these, I'm just going to use him to get just more cards on the field to tribute. The thing is the Dark Magicians are only the few that you need to tribute in this deck. I've also got Dark Magician of Chaos, so yeah. So that's why Summoner Monk is in here. Next we have the Ancient Lamp. It was the Ancient Lamp, not the Mystic Lamp. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 Lajin, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp, from your hand. This card must be face up on the field to activate and resolve this effect. Before damage calculation, if this card has been attacked by an opponent's monster and it was face down at the start of the damage step, you can target 1 monster the opponent controls except the attacking monster. The attacking monster attacks it instead as you proceed to the damage calculation. So pretty good card when comboed with Lajin. It's a good card to do this with. So just put on the field, turn it to defense mode. I don't care. Flip it to face down defense mode after you summoned your Lajin. Lajin will probably be the strongest monster on the field anyway, so you have a turn to not get Lajin destroyed. So next we have Copycat. I personally love this card. When this card is summoned, select 1 monster opponent controls. This card's attack and defense become equal to the selected monster's original attack and defense. So basically, it's not like Endless Decay when it's rolling. It's like you always have to cut this card. So if your opponent's card leaves the field, this card still has the attack points, which is good. Not like Endless Decay, who if you inflict damage to opponent, he just gets weakened. Next we have Performage Damage Juggler. When this card or effect is activated that would inflict damage to you, quick effect, you can discard this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. During the battle phase, quick effect, you can discard this card, reduce the next battle damage you take turn to 0. You can banish this card from the GUI, add one performage monster to your hand, except performage damage juggler. You can only use this effect once per turn. And the thing, this card is limited, I heard. It used to be banned, but I think it's limited now. And I don't know why it's in this deck. I just got it for spell because I was picking out spellcasters. I'm like, yeah, spellcaster, I'll use them. Okay, next we have a double Slip of Fortunes. Are these fake cards? 1 second. Sorry, just never heard of a Slip of... Nobody else has ever spoken of Slip of Fortune to me. So no, their backs are okay. They're definitely not fake. So these are Slip of Fortunes. Activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Attack the targeting a monster. Negate the attack and move from play the attacking target monster until the next turn phase. So yeah, kind of good. It's a good trap. It's a good just thing to save you from your attack. So because the thing that you're removing from play, which is the target that you don't want destroyed, it will just come back in a turn. So yeah, well, I would like, now I think about it, I could combine this with Ancient Lamp, when I could just activate a Slip of Fortune when my opponent attacks, move it from play for a turn, then when it comes back on my next turn, just flip it back to defense. Yeah, that could be a good play. See, I was kind of thinking when I was making this deck. Not really, I just found out that combo. Okay, well, just made up that combo. You can pay 1,000 life points when target one face-up spell card on the field destroyed, and if you do, and after this, you can only activate this card once per turn. So, pretty good. You could just activate this to destroy some sort of Raigeki or something. I don't know what your opponent could activate. That's very... I don't really have any situations for this. I just saw, ooh, spell card, plop it in. Because dark magicians use spells. Because they're magicians. Yeah. Fun fact, when my friend first told me about Yu-Gi-Oh! When he told me he only watched one episode, but when he told me about the Dark Magician, I just imagined like a giant boulder with a purple cloak that you can't see his face, and it's just purple eyes. And I was like, why is that the strongest card? Shard of Greed. Each time you draw a card from your normal draw from your normal draw phase, place one greed counter on this card. You can send this card with 2 or more greed counters to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. Pretty good. You just have to wait 2 turns and draw 2 cards, so... Yeah, it's also continuous. So I guess you could build up a load of counters and activate this when you really need 2 cards. Next we have a personal favourite card of mine. I believe it was on my top 10. But one problem with this card, it's banned. Change of Heart. Select one monster on your opponent's side of the field. Take control of the selected monster until the end phase of this turn. I like this card because, one, it's my second favourite character. Yeah, Bakura is my second favourite character now. I just like Ishizu more now. And so it's his favourite card. And yeah, it's just very good. And I'm not going to be doing any official dueling with this because 1, it's a terrible deck, and 2, I have banned cards in it, so yeah. Next up we have Mystic Box, a very iconic card from the anime. Target one monster your opponent controls and one monster you control. Destroy the first target, then give control of the second target to your opponent. So, you know that could be quite good, like you could just play Ancient Lamp or any card that's really weak. Oh, you could play a Summoner Monk, for instance. Then target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Then just give this to it, and it's such a weak monster, so... Actually, can you do that with Summoner Monk? Well, not really, because it's not being normal or flip summoned. Mystical Space Typhoon! One of the best cards in the game, because it's a quick play, and you can just do this, and then just say, oh, it's destroyed, your card is destroyed. That's why it's here, just to destroy spell cards. Next we have Offerings to the Doomed. Target one face-up monster on the field, destroy that target, also skip your next draw phase. Quite good if you're in a tough spot, like say you're playing against the Blue Eyes deck and there's a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on the field. You're like, you destroyed. And then, you know, you kind of could combine this with Shard of Greed. The turn you activate it, you could just play Shard of Greed and then just draw 2 cards anyway. So it won't really matter to skip the draw phase. Next we have Magician's Left Hand. Negate the effect of your opponent's first trap card or effect that resolves each turn while you control the spellcaster type monster. And if you do, destroy that card. I'm not entirely sure what this means. In my opinion, I think it means, does it mean the first trap card of the whole duel? Is what I'm going to, or the turn. And it can destroy continuouses, so pretty good. Synchro Boost. Synchro Boost. Very simple effect. The equipped monster gains 500 attack, also 1 level. Which, not much strategy in the level in this deck. I just got it for... I could just raise the attack power of Dark Magician to 3000, just like that. Next we have a Magician of Black Chaos deck card. There's also a Magician of Black Chaos in this deck. Or is it Dark Magician of Chaos? I'm not sure. It's called Dedication Through Light and Darkness. So, tribute 1 Dark Magician, special summon 1 Dark Magician of Chaos. It's Dark Magician of Chaos from your deck or graveyard, or from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So, yeah, it's a great card because even if they just somehow destroy your Dark Magician of Chaos early on in the game, you could play this when you have your Dark Magician on the field and just get it back. So yeah, pretty good card. Next we have the last card is a limited. It was banned for a while, but now it's a limited to 1 per deck. I present to you one of the most iconic cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Reborn! Target 1 monster in either place, GY, special summon it. This could be in a lot of combos. Like, say, your Dark Magician is in the graveyard, and you want to summon your Magician of Black Chaos, but you don't have a Dark Magician. Well, what you simply do is play Monster Reborn, special summon the Dark Magician, and then play Dedication Through Light and Darkness. Then you can get a Dark Magician of Chaos from your deck. This is one of the most simple combos I've ever come up with. Bad me. So that's going to do it for this video. Next video will be the other 20. It will go very much like this video, but not with the same cards. So thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe!